Hello and welcome to Asia Rugby and Players Lounge. After a long break, we are back with some interesting, innovative ideas coming from the Japanese colleagues. And of course, they are doing some strength and conditioning work in partnership with Japan Sports Council. Let me go further. Let me introduce the panel today who's joining us. They will explain what sort of online strength and conditioning program they're going to conduct. We'll find out. But today, joining is none other than former Japanese rugby captain himself, Mr. Takashi Kikutani, fondly known as Kiku, and also from the Japanese Rugby Football Union, Mr. Kazuki Futawatari, and also Mr. Tomohiro Usui, of course, one of the strength and conditioning coach, and joining our own Mr. Ben Van Rooyen, of course, the Asia Rugby's development consultant. Ben, first I come to you. This is going to be an interesting new innovation, and I'm sure you can have your word in this.
Thank you very much, Saber. It's good to see you again. Good to see you in 2021. I hope you have a good year. So, yeah, this is quite exciting for us because, as you know, as everybody knows, that Asia Rugby and JRFU plus all of their supporters, agencies worked very well together from 2016 onwards in the build-up to Rugby World Cup. So we had many projects that we collaborated on. Of course, the biggest one was the Asia 1 Million project, where we tried to reach 1 million before the start of the Rugby World Cup. And with the help of Japan, JRFU and their agencies, we actually got to that magic number pretty well. So you've got Kaz on the call. So Kaz and I have been working together for the last 4 years, or maybe it's even 5 years, on these projects where Asia Rugby and JRFU partnered up with projects. So I think what we've realized is we need to go on with this partnership between Japan Rugby, or the rugby community in Japan, and the broader Asia unions and Asia Rugby communities. So I think what we'll discuss today is the product of an innovative thinking from JRFU side. So I think the best is if we just ask Kaz about this and how they came up with the idea.
Oh, thank you, Ben, and thank you, Sabir, for having us tonight. It's been an honor to be here. Just to take it back a little bit, like Ben said, we've been working together for the last few years, and there's several projects that we work together, such as Genesis program, which is the Japanese government program, and we had about 11 Asian countries coming to Japan and talked about rugby, taught rugby, got a little bit of experience with Japanese culture, and we had a JICA program, which is a program that we sent to our players, coaches to Asian countries to help support to develop the rugby that we love, and also some just other government program with the Japan Sports Council, and this is one of the programs that they're supporting us. But what's really important, and the message that I would like to send to all the unions in Asia, is that because of all the work that you've done, and this is the reason why we are able to do this. And this past year has been a very unique situation with the COVID-19, and all of us did not know where to start or what to do, but we had a great opportunity through Ben to talk to Asia Rugby unions about a couple months ago, and they all wanted to just get things forward with us playing rugby, and Ben suggested that hey, let's just have a discussion and see what we can do. So yeah, we had a great opportunity to talk to the unions, and their suggestion was that they want to have the resource that they can use in Asia for a long time, and it's really important for us as a Japanese rugby union that we are always connected with the Asian rugby countries. And like I said, Ben has provided us an opportunity, and we are very excited to have two professionals here to talk about what's coming up next week. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Saber, I just want to make one more comment. I think this S&C fitness fits in perfectly with what we're focusing on in 2021, and that's return to play. So I think when the gentlemen talk about the details of their program, you would see this is an ideal tool to get our rugby playing communities, players, coaches, teams back into playing rugby.
Absolutely, it is some wonderful news. Thanks, Kaz, for sharing that. If we can go further about this strength and conditioning program, and it's going to be a 12-week high performance fitness session trained online. So you're providing the platform to entire Asian rugby fraternity through their members to get signed. And if I come to you, Kiku, if you can just explain what sort of philosophy or what sort of academic policy going into this setup.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming for this time. My English is not good. I can't confidence. I need to translate for please, Kazu-san, okay ですか?
OK です。
はい。今は、その子どもたちの、アカデミーを経営して運営しております。で今、ラグビーだけではなくて、今うちの団体ではアイスホッケーで野球で陸上でもちろんラグビーというところで4種のスポーツを動かしております。
Right now, Kiku is the managing the company, and his company is not only doing rugby, but also he's helping to develop the athletes in ice hockey, baseball, and track and field.
で私たちのこのアカデミー、運営する団体の、コーチングのフィソロフィーとして、アスリートセンタードコーチングというのを、大切にしています。子どもたちであったり大人のプレイヤーであったりしても変わらず、しっかりと子どもたち選手が主体的な、取り組みができるようなアプローチをしております。
This is something that he would like to just let everybody know is that the value that he has is the athlete center approach that he uses from kids to adult, and he just want to make sure that the kids take the initiative to get things forward and just moving things for them.
アジアラグビーでも、コーチングの、勉強の中で、子どもたち選手を主体的にするという活動はされていると思いますけれども、皆さんご存知かもしれませんがアスリートセンターというところで、アスリート本人の学びを最適化すること、アスリート本人のやりがいを大切にすることで、この2つを中心に、メニューだったりコーチングの、勉強をしております。
I'm sure you as Asia Rugby Union coaches about athlete-centered the method, but he just would like to emphasize the fact that individual learning, active learning, and also just using just internally have their motivation to get things going is something that he always values.
その中で、子どもたち選手が、やりがいを持つ、自分から自ら、プレーしたい、そういう環境を作っていく、そのためには質問というところのクエスチョニングで、量の頻度というよりもそれよりも質とタイミングを大切にして、子どもたちがより、ラグビーがやりたい、今回はサーキットになりますけど、そうトレーニングがしたいとそういう、時間を大切にしようと、活動しております。
As he approached this to children as a coach, he always emphasized the fact that they want to do this. It's not coming from the coaches, but it has to come from the children or participants that he has. So he really emphasized on the question method, asking questions. And it's about the quality, and it's about the timing of the questions that kids need to ask through all the activities that he does and he provides.
日本でも、去年の4月から、COVID-19 の影響で、オンラインのトレーニングを、スタートしました。その中でやはり家の中にいるときにトレーニングがどれだけ大切かというところが、 私たちブリングアップの中でもすごく重要視しております。コロナが明けた中でも、やはりこの緊急事態でステイホームにしている時間の中の影響が大きく、今も怪我人が多いという状況です。
Since last April, Japan's been, just like everybody else, has been dealing with the COVID-19 situation. That's when he started this online training for everybody. And as he was doing it, he realized how important to train at home as well. And that's something that his company values. But even still, there are some the risk of injury. So he just wants to make sure that you train properly in a proper way.
今回このコロナの COVID-19 の影響でオンラインというところでトレーニングを始めましたが、実際にやはりラグビーという種目の中でラグビーの練習をフォーカスしてしまうことが多いですけども、改めてこのオンラインでサーキットのトレーニング、自重のトレーニングというところを自ら行うということの重要性がより意識できる、そういういい機会になったと思います。今回のこのチャンスを皆さんが再確認して、もう一度怪我の予防、そしてプレーの向上に向けて頑張ってほしいと思っております。
Under the current circumstances with the COVID-19, people often just focus on rugby skill training, and you just kind of sort of neglect it, or you just forget about just the basic training. And but what he would want you to know is that just how important just do the basic training at home, and then you just provide yourself a great opportunity, and using this opportunity, he wants everybody to be better at what they do.
Yes, that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Kiku. That is some insights there. Not only a rugby, he's conducting in his academy, baseball, ice hockey, and athletics. Wow, that's maybe a future Olympic medalist we hope to see. Ben, some good insights from Kiku, Ben. Well, how do you see, Ben, all this info coming in? How have you prepared informing all the other Asia Rugby unions?
That's right. Yes. Okay. So basically, there's a couple of areas that we're addressing. So I had a look at the program, and it would really benefit our strength and conditioning coaches. They would most probably understand it better, but it's just an additional tool that they can use as a tool for their strength and conditioning side. So that's the one. We also invited coaches because we believe that with a structured program, it makes life easier for coaches. And if we look at where it comes from, it comes from somebody that has, in the case of Kiku, that's actually played at the highest level, played World Cup and so on. And on the other hand, Tomo, who also helped to develop this, he was the strength and conditioning coach for the Super Rugby Sunwolves team. So this is a program that I believe coaches can also use. And then I think the program is open for everybody in terms of the difficulty level. It's an online product. So basically, if there is a youngster age 14, 15 or 16 or whatever who wants to do this, it's a matter of they can stop and rest whenever they want. So I think we believe that everybody would benefit from it. So Saber, I also really want to encourage you, if you want to become fit, to join as well. So.
I was going to ask you about that. Yes, why not? Because I want to excel my learning. I mean, every time you learn until you die. So anything comes free, and there's no restriction for numbers in terms of joining. Of course, I would love to take that. Tomo, thank you for your patience waiting so long. Of course, you are the SNC coach at Sunwolves. How do you see this program in terms of your experience and in terms of Asia people? How are you going to start your session by session? I mean, is it going to be just a PPT model, or you're going to add more videos into that, which already been done?
年代関係なく、トレーニング、必要なポイントとして、可動性とか、安定性というところがあると思います。で、そういった部分を今回のトレーニングでは、高めることができる内容に、しています。
The first of all, he just wants you to know that, yeah, like Ben said, this is the training for any age, and focusing on mobility and stability.
で、すみません。どの、カテゴリーでも、しっかり自分たちの、高めたい、能力っていうのを明確にした上で、そこに、制限してしまう要素っていうのを補っていくという、ところが必要になっていて、今回はその一番ベースとなる部分をアプローチしているトレーニングになっています。
Like I said, this is for any category, any ages, and this exercise program will help you to just work on the ability that you need to excel and exceed.
なので、一番今回のトレーニングで大事なのはクオリティを高めるということで、やってもらいたいなと思っています。どんな、子どもたちから大人でも、たくさんやるっていうことよりも、クオリティを大事にして取り組んでもらえれば、必ず、プリベンションにつながると、考えています。以上です。
So one important message, and this is the last message that he wants to send out to everybody, is that this training is not about how many times you do it. It's about having a great quality. So just because you did it a lot, it doesn't mean you will just gain something out of it. So just focusing on what you need, have a good quality, and have a good session will be the key for this program.
Wonderful insight. Thank you very much, Tomo. So this is open for all the Asia Rugby fraternity, all the member unions. Make sure you inform and you join or you register for this event, which starts from 14th of this month. 14th, oh, that's Valentine's Day. And if you want to fall in love with your fitness and your strength and conditioning, it's the right time to get in that. Ben, any thoughts?
Yes. Okay. So yes, definitely on the 14th. What we planning is we're going to have a little introduction talk just for everybody to understand the concept of that. Then we'll have a 15-minute break, and then in that 15 minutes people can get ready for it, and then we'll kick off with the introduction with the actual where the instructors will actually go through the program. Yeah, Valentine's Day, it's an ideal opportunity to take your Valentine and train with your Valentine. So
wonderful. There you go. Brilliant. One more question, Kaz. The session will be done in Japanese with English translation. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. So everyone have the opportunity to join, and I'm sure every knowledge will count. Tomo, you can again answer this question in Japan. We know that Kiku played in 2011 World Cup. In terms of strength and conditioning, how much it has changed since 2011 to 2021?
そうですね。やっぱり、僕がプレーしてる時よりも確実に今の方がみんなのプレイヤーの意識が高くなっていて、今回コレクトムーブメントというところで正確性というところもすごく重要視しているので、いかにこうトレーニングをするときにグラウンドに降りたときにどういうプレーに生きるのかっていうところの理解力というものがすごく高まっているのかなと思ってます。
What he said that the training itself has changed quite a bit, but what has changed the most is that the awareness of the players, what they have to do, in order for them to perform at the highest level, what they have to do is something that, it's very different from about 10 years ago and now.
Absolutely, indeed. Certainly, we see that. So it's time for everyone. Going from the basics, we'll have a small video clip for you, your understanding how this is going to work. And if we can go through this video clip.
「
ポイント1、脇を締める。ポイント2、背中まっすぐ。
Wow, there you go. Some basic stuff. I know, I'm sure most of us don't know even to do this in order. I'm sure there can be so much learning coming in, especially when you do the push-ups and squats and all the other workout during this strength and conditioning. So it's time for you to learn on 14th February between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Japan time, and some wonderful sites. Ben, your thoughts?
Yes. Okay. So as you said, this is Valentine's Day, so it would be an ideal opportunity to do the workout and then go for your Valentine's dinner or enjoy your quiet evening. But I think for me, the most important thing is it does show you the correct way of doing it and the wrong way of doing it. So I think in terms of learning, yes, we can all continuously learn. So I think that's, for me, that's one of the key learnings, is because sometimes you find a coach, they coach something, but they haven't really thought about what is the correct way, and they do not always have the time to correct their players. But if the players learn from this, then it makes the coaches work so much easier.
And yeah, I'm sure you're talking about Japan hosted the World Cup 2019.
Oh,
and they have
yes.
been fitness-wise crazy. My goodness, are
That's
they done
right.
overtrain or extra train? So I'm sure Kiku will have some insight for that also, isn't it, Ben?
Yes. Kiko, you mentioned that things have changed over the last 10 years, 20 years. But if I just think back of World Cup 2019, that Japan was definitely one of the fittest sides. And I think they learned their lesson in 2015, where they actually played South Africa on the Saturday and they had to play Scotland on the Tuesday. So when they came back in 2019, they were definitely one of the fittest teams, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Can't wait for 2024 Rugby World Cup in France. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Kaz, you want to add final points about this program and your final well-wishers who's involved in this tournament? Or, excuse me, in this strength and conditioning online program, rather.
Yes, thank you, Xavier. Like I said at the beginning, we are very much looking forward to sharing and introducing these wonderful activities for just all of you in Asia. I think this is just the beginning of us working together in the future. But please let us just not forget to mention that this program, we're able to do it because we have Japan Sports Council, and this is a program called Sports for Tomorrow, and that is something that I've shared that with you guys before, but yeah, please do know that this is a very important program for us. Thank you.
Wonderful. So Sports for Tomorrow, do get to register into this and get trained and gain your knowledge and be like fit as Japan, who can probably beat Ben's Springboks in the 2024 Rugby World Cup. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.